But now Jennifer Tam is going to tell us about how to create a Zoom meeting if you are the Zoom master for an online contest.
Welcome, fellow Toastmasters. As Bert mentioned, I'm going to be talking about the Zoom portion in terms of running a contest to everyone tonight. For those who don't know me, I am the Division B Director for District 31, and our first portion of Zoom is going to be about creating a Zoom meeting. First and foremost, I'm going to ask you to please use a paid Zoom account. As Bert mentioned earlier, this paid Zoom account will not only allow you to create breakout rooms, but it will allow you to run a appropriate timed contest. If you have an unpaid Zoom account using a freebie, it will only allow you to allow certain number of people into your free unpaid Zoom account, and also it will only allow you for a certain duration. So for a contest, do use a paid Zoom account. First and foremost, you're going to create a Zoom meeting with your topic and time. Now you may ask, you're doing this with the club, why are you creating a Zoom meeting? There's many reasons why you want to create a Zoom meeting. One would be to, if you're buddying up with another club, allow them to register and have them have the link available to you. Also, you can set it up to have it in contest mode. First, you're going to select your topic or input your topic. So if it's for the club, you'll do XYZ Toastmasters speech contest, and then you'll put in when, the time, and the duration. Afterwards, you'll want to set up your registration and security. Your registration, you may or may not want this required. If you're going solo, I would say this is optional, but if you're buddying up with another club, I would definitely say to make this required so that not only you know who's attending, if you have any questionable members or attendees, you will have that registration information available. There are Zoom bombers still out there. It is real. I heard one club in the recent few weeks had a Zoom bomber. I have Zoom bombers at my own corporate club. So it is real. I would just strongly suggest you do that required so that if you are buddying up with a club, you do know that it's happening. In addition, the other thing to make sure that you check is check the waiting room. This will allow the Zoom master to only emit those people in between speakers and those that you know are attending the meeting. As mentioned, you don't want any Zoom bombers during your contest. For additional meeting options, under the meeting options, the one thing that I would please ask you to do is to mute participants upon entry. As we mentioned earlier, members are not, or audience members are not allowed to come into the contest room in between during speakers. But in case an accident happens, the Zoom master accidentally let someone in, I would say have them participants muted upon entry so that if they do have any background noise, it is not being distracting. Yes, their video might come on to the screen, but at least you have them muted in the background and you're not hearing them. Once you have created your Zoom meeting, you're going to want to share your registration link, not only with your club, but if you're buddying up with another club, the club that you're buddying up with, or perhaps other Toastmasters that you know want to attend your contest. Contests are fun. It's not just for the club. Other Toastmasters might want to be involved. So you can copy your registration link, post it on your website, post wherever you have your club information so that your club contest is out there. Email it out. If you hit copy invitation, the exact registration link will go out to everyone that you send it to. Next, I want to talk about tracking registration. Once you create your Zoom meeting, you can then see who registers for your Zoom meeting or contest if you have one. You can see who registers. So again, those Zoom bombers, you can prevent them. If you see an unknown name or unfamiliar name on that list, you can talk to them, see what exactly they're there for. Perhaps they got the link from someone else, another Toastmaster that you all know about. That's one thing, but perhaps they're Zoom bombing, and then you can prevent that. Also, with registration options, you can add registration questions. This will not only give confirmation of the email of the meeting, but it will allow members to answer questions if you choose to put the questions out there. As mentioned, you can ask questions to your registrants. So you can customize your questions. You can ask them, hey, are you a Toastmaster from another club? Are you willing to help? Do you want to volunteer? Are you perhaps a participant within the club or another club that you're buddying up with? Questions to understand who is attending your meeting and why they're attending your meeting, and perhaps if they want to take on a role.